great to have you with us from Milan Puskar Stadium in Morgantown. It's the Houston Cougars and the West Virginia Mountaineers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, the Mountaineers head coach told me pregame, this is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go, and he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. So Houston's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely working on.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. They've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Mountaineers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. From the shotgun, the inside give. Let's take a second here and think about West Virginia. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that
He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Hughes. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He lets it fly. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Michael Hawkins. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The snap to the up man, they'll fake it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass, it's Hawkins. Quarterback moving. Got rid of it just in time. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Down the... Hey, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a first and goal after the pick. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on second and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Hamilton. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Might be changing the route. Throwing, Hawkins. Fires quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Mountaineers in the hurry up. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Quarterback now breaking the field. Throwing on the run. He's got him wide open. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Timeout Houston, their second. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Hawkins makes the grab over the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Working that left side now. Touchdown Mountaineers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. But to finish it with a touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Here's a heat. And it's a sack.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
To the air, it's Beckman. He's got it on the outside. He's into the open down the middle. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. Well, you talk about getting out of jail free. They changed that field position in a heartbeat, and now they're ready to roll. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So first down here as they go back to work. The play action fake. That's reeled in. It's McGarry. Hard-hitting tackle.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion in coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. They'll go to the air, using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Splits the uprights, it's good. That brings them to within one.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. He'll toss it. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get line.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Michael Hawkins unloads to the wideout. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hawkins. Fires to the wideout. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Mountaineers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, West Virginia! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole explode.
Forget the kick, he's going to throw it. A little floater there that falls incomplete. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They've settled for field goals on each of their last 2 drives, and if they want to win this thing, they better find a way to get it into the end zone. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Young. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. 1st down here for the offense. He goes right back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Cougars want to crank the tempo.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's got his man. Finding some room. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Cougars come to the line after the big connection and going back to work.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running inside. It's Hughes. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Going to the run, it's Hughes. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been for the most.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Cougars. The extra point here would tie the game.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. And he won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Michael Hawkins on the play action. Throwing right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
It's complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. The keeper on the option. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's there to make the stop. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Right back to the well. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? Trying to do it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. There's headed to the end zone, and he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air, it's Wegman. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
And he goes down back at the 1-yard line.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
He'll take it himself. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Throwing, Hawkins. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be.
He'll take a shot. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Hawkins from the gun on third down. Using his feet to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Hawkins. Takes the easy completion. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Safe completion on the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Got it in the middle, it's Young. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking for room, it's Hughes. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
The run inside. It's Hughes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Personal foul. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Houston wants to play fast. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Gives it on the option. Makes one man miss. Runs through a tackle. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. To the air, it's Wegman. Makes the catch. They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Hawkins finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Makes the grab. It's Young. Breaks the tackle. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down set.
Going over the top. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. 1st and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. It's complete on the right side. Could not make his way to the corner. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the play fake. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, here on the West Virginia sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get...
Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop right at the 34-yard line, standing tall to keep them from converting on 3rd down, 4th down coming. They didn't quite get that. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Using his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. These guys have been so good on 4th down. You know what a trick play would be? Bringing out the punter.
A total surprise. Flip the whole field, just punt it, sneak him on the field.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Play is stopped for just a second as they tend to the injured Mountaineer. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver comes in motion. Could be an alley. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Turning it on! This team desperately trying to hold on, trying to avoid the late season upset that could be so costly. A design run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to run it. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. The Cougars moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Got it behind the line. It's Young. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 30. Running free. Into the house. Touchdown, Cougars. The Cougars with the immediate response.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. College football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Might have a chance. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy.
Makes a grab and room to run. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Defense calls a timeout. 2:07 remaining on the clock. Interesting strategy here to try to maximize their use of the 2-minute timeout. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just feeds the running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
Dropping back, it's Wegman. The sure hands, it's Hughes. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. Nice move to pick up yardage. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And the offense just chooses to spike the ball.
That is such an unbelievable play by the wide receiver. He did so many things great on that one. First, what about the catch? One-handed, somehow was able to keep his balance and then get upfield.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. On the move, he fires. On target over the middle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock.
On the play. Brings up second and goal.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The sure hand's in the end zone, and he has 6.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
And he knocked through the extra point, but that just made the loss a little less ugly, and the game is over. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football.